I see the singer from the jazz band concert.
Can I get
Oh, sorry. Hello, Campbell.
I forgot my music in the
I was about to forget my music, but right as I opened the door, I was like, I'm forgetting something. For $3.5 bills, I was thinking. Thought about many things. And then I thought about, oh, my notebook. No, that's mine.
Now I'm out of breath and sweating because I ran back.
I would do too. That monster was in my belly.
I'm about to be in your notebook.
He needs to tell you something.
I think Miss Cosgrove might call.
Levi.
If it does, it might
I would
get
say
someone.
the same thing.
There's an elderly. 2 points if it hits. 5 points if it hits the head.
I got this. I got it.
I don't want it to hit the elderly woman, but I want those 5 points.
I got it great. I don't know what range I got.
It would be funny as
It's one of
hell.
those things where you laugh at it because it's super funny, but then you think about it, it's like, I kind of messed up. That hit that old lady, but she's okay.
Exactly.
It's like when you watch your friend like fall and absolutely eat concrete. And you're like, it's super funny, but then you notice they kind of got a scrape knee. It's like, ooh, that looks like it hurts.
Exactly.
I don't know range.
I just ate your crash.
Levi. She's okay.
What?
She's still circular.
What do you mean she?
Hey.
Do trombones have genders?
Mouthpiece has a house. He beat a trumpet melody.
Well, there is different breeds of trumpet. I know that. You got the trigger tree, the bass tree, and then the contra bass,
I
alto.
think that would be the different genders. I think that would be like the different races.
Yeah, I said races or breeds. And then you got soprano, and then you got piccolo.
Adrian, yeah.
Imagine having blue hair, Aspen. Imagine having blue hair, Aspen. Aspen.
It's so hot in here.
You're gonna be on the outside.
Oh, I forgot to oil up my instrument. Well, it's fine. It moves.
going down. People said that it's come over.
That's a good thing. Trombone slide moves.
So what stand am I going to use?
I'm gonna give you my horn.
That. Just use Adrian's stand for the songs that he doesn't play.
He still has to find a stand.
Stand. One stand.
Wait, you have a stand.
Do what?
Oh, you have a stand.
Oh. Well, I got one. Oh, thanks. I appreciate it.
Where did that one come from?
Don't know, man. Don't really care. I'm using it.
I think the same person who stole the stand put a stand there.
It's a big place. Mine's what are we starting with? That's right. Yeah, no. Bro snuck in. No, once I did the first
Who
song,
snuck
the
in?
rest. Someone snuck in?
I don't know. I heard something.
Okay. Sound of Silence is like
Place it on tone one. On tone one. Okay, how's that? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Good evening, and welcome to the D.H. Conway 2025 Spring Band Concert under the direction of Mr. Kevin Day. This program will include Mount Everest by Rossano Galante, The Sound of Silence by James L. Jose, To Be Announced by James Swearingen, selections from Wicked by Stephen Schwartz, arranged by J. Bo Cook, and Spain by Chick Corea, arranged by Paul Murtha. Please welcome the D.H. Conway Wind Ensemble under the direction of Mr. Kevin Day.
Good evening. We have a strange history of a gremlin getting into the sound system here, but we were able to ward him off tonight. Thank you so much for joining us for our 2025 Spring Symphonic Band Concert. These students have had an incredible year. It's been an amazing journey, and I wouldn't have traded this experience, this particular year, for the world. It's just been very special to watch their growth, and just not just on their instruments, but their growth in our band culture here at Conley and as human beings. They are each other's biggest fans, and they are themselves toughest critics. They expect only the best out of themselves all the time, to the point that it's almost, for some of them, that I have to ask them to lighten up, which is usually my situation. But very, very proud of the work that they have. I'm sorry, where was I? Very proud of the work that they've done this year. First selection is titled Mount Everest, as you see in your program. And I didn't expect anybody to know it, but you certainly won't forget those beautiful melodies. That was our closing selection this year at the Eastern District Music Performance Adjudication event back in March. The band went and performed in grade 5, which, if people don't understand what that means, the grading system in regards to difficulty goes from grade 1 to grade 6. Grade 6 being basically like collegiate or professional level. Grade 5 is right there next to it. And so asking a group of combined 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th graders to play grade 5 is a big ask. Last year they went to MPA and achieved a superior rating, and this year at MPA they achieved straight superior ratings from the judges. How about that? People have no idea, unless they've done it before, what it takes to do what they do up here. It's so much work. It's so much hard work and dedication in order to just be good, but we don't want to be good. We want to be great. We don't want to be ordinary. We don't want to be extraordinary. And they're answering the call to that. So that selection, we decided to repeat it on the concert after MPA because it's just so special to them. They really, when the students enjoy playing a piece of music, they play it better because it's much more fun. So our next selection on the concert, most of you, especially maybe those my age group and older, will recognize a selection by Paul Simon titled The Sound of Silence. It's hard to believe that The Sound of Silence first was aired on the radio 60 years ago. In 1965, I know, my back is hurting just thinking about it. But Simon and Garfunkel, probably the most significant music duo that ever existed. They were a hit machine, and Paul Simon, specifically as a writer, a music composer and writer, just absolutely incredible. This piece of music, about 10 years ago, was remade. Was a remake, which I'm not a big fan of remakes, especially of really good songs. It's just like, no, don't ruin it. But this was a remake that definitely received my stamp of approval. It was remade by a metal band titled Disturbed. And I first heard it on the radio. I told the students the story. I had to bore them through it, but I'll give you the shorter version. When I first heard it, I was driving, and I realized what the song was and how it was building, and how it was a very powerful version of that song. I had to pull over into a gas station to finish it because I have a tendency to get distracted with music, and it's not good behind the wheel. So, but this particular arrangement is based on the Disturbed arrangement of The Sound of Silence. It's a little bit slower, it's a little bit more dark and melancholy, with just the most incredible, beautiful lyrics. If you ever get the opportunity to read the lyrics of the song, it's very moving. But we'd like to present to you for our next selection, The Sound of Silence by Paul Simon, arranged by James Jose. On the acoustic and electric guitar, Adrian Rendon Barona. It's not metal without the metal. Beautiful, beautiful piece of music. So great. If you've never heard these disturbed arrangement, everybody has an assignment tonight. And to listen to it. And listen in an environment where you allow yourself to turn it up a little bit. It's truly beautiful. People think metal bands, they think screaming, they think loud, they think harsh, they think edgy and aggressive, but the lead singer of that band actually has a gorgeous baritone range voice, and what he does with that song is absolutely breathtaking. So, thank you, David. For our next selection, looking for, is my mother here? There she is. Hi, Mom. The next selection on our program is not titled To Be Announced. That's not the name of the song. The name of the song, we have a little surprise. We have a selection. The band agreed to learn. Well, I didn't really give them a choice. But a very long time ago in band, I think it was maybe 8th grade, we played a piece of music. And it very quickly became my mother's favorite. And for, I guess, I don't know, 30 years, she's been asking whenever, she said, when are you going to play your concert? And I'll tell her, and then she'll kind of slip that title in there. And I go, well, not on this one, but I finally said, you know what, it's time. It's time to get that one back. So after about 30 years, we hope you enjoy our next selection by James Swearingen, titled, it's a little Western overture titled Trails of Glory. There's some good vibes in here tonight, I think. That was great. That was phenomenal. I love you. It's been a while, but it probably feels just like it was yesterday that you heard that one. So, it's been a long time coming. And it helps when you have an ensemble that sounds like that to play that. Don't you agree? I'm under no legal obligation to say that, but, you know, and obviously I'm biased, but I put this band up against anybody. They just, and not just because of their musical abilities, but because of their hearts. I want to make sure that I get some thank yous in as we cruise right on through this concert here. I want to make sure, first of all, to thank my music colleague in the arts department who is running sound and lights for us tonight up in the booth. Thank you to our chorus and orchestra teacher, Mr. Johnson, for being here. Thank you. I appreciate your professional and your moral support every day. It means a lot. I want to say thank you to, of course, the administration, teachers, custodians, cafeteria workers, bus drivers, everybody, and I guess I should give a shout to the maintenance department. for tonight as well, for coming in clutch, because we had no air conditioning. So I thought it all seems like a very frustrating thing to deal with, but they don't just go turn it off on purpose. These things just happen. Of course, I want to thank my family, my wife and kids who support me just as much as anybody, and especially in the times of year that I've gone from home a lot, for whether it be band things or other things. I want to thank them. I love you very much. My wife Pamela, who is the music teacher at Wintergreen Intermediate. She is a absolute, just phenomenal teacher and musician, and inspiring students to just find the fun and the love and the joy in music. I find that very early. I want to thank my mother and father. I'm so glad my mother was able to make it tonight for the concert. It means a lot. And which brings me to my next thank you. I want to make sure to thank the best band boosters that exist. These band parents have done so much for me, not just for this band this year, but for myself personally, to help me through some challenging times, and I don't know where I would be without you. I would be struggling severely without you. I can't thank you enough. I love you. I appreciate you so much, and what you do for this program to help us move forward. It takes a village to help these students in this program to continue to grow and prosper. And I can never encourage the parents enough to get involved and stay involved with our program. We always need more help. The boosters are always looking for more hands, for more people to step forward and do things to assist. You don't have to be here with us all the time. We just need we need those parents to step up and volunteer. I want to make sure I get that in tonight because it's extremely necessary. But another thank you to the boosters because they are live streaming tonight on our Facebook page. So that means at some point I'll get over to my parents' house and show it to my father. That'll be special. Okay, so moving on. So thank you to everyone who helps us along on our musical journey. So, by the way, I feel like I would be remiss if I did not mention tonight, if anybody's wondering why they don't see any selections by the jazz band on tonight's concert, is because our jazz band was invited by the director of music and drama at Pitt Community College, Mr. Michael Stevenson, to split a concert with on a separate day with the Emerald City Big Band, which is the local adult big band that he directs. And we split that concert with them. It was last night. The students, raise your hand, jazz band students. Okay, so there we go. We'll call that free applause for them. Back basically what I'm going to tell them. The jazz band, since last night, we have now performed. This is our fourth performance because they performed last night and then they performed twice this morning as sort of second-hand entry music for those entering the new gym for the student award ceremonies. There was an underclassmen one and then a senior one. And then we met as a full band in here in what was an inferno this afternoon to run through some stuff, and then now tonight. So they really, I'm sure they're going to get a great night's sleep tonight. I'm not going to ask you guys to play very much tomorrow, just so you know. All right, you're welcome. I can just keep circling around the same things, or we can play some more music. Our next selection here. Thank you. I promise I'll be quiet. And really a part of it is to let their chops grow back, because some of them, they've been burning the candle at both ends. So, y'all ready? Feel okay? Okay. So our next selection is very appropriate for this time period because we just earlier this year had a cinema release of the Broadway musical Wicked, which focuses on the backstory of Elphaba, who became the Wicked Witch of the West. And the original Broadway production of Wicked came out in 2003, and Stephen Schwartz wrote all the music for it. Some gorgeous themes. After hearing this tonight, if you don't know the music of Wicked, I'm hoping that you will look into it. The students are encouraging me to see the movie. I have not seen the movie yet. It just came out this year. I haven't gotten time yet. But it's going to feature some of the big themes from Wicked. I did not put the different themes on the program. We have No One Mourns the Wicked, Dancing Through Life, For Good, and Defying Gravity. Did I get them all? Okay, excellent. So we hope you enjoy themes from the Broadway production Wicked by Stephen Schwartz. Hi, Avery. Well, you weren't aware of the music of Wicked, now you are. So please check it out on your own. Go check out the film and enjoy it. It's got drama, comedy, tears, all the feels are in that musical. It's one of my wife and I's absolute favorites. So, wow, that's amazing. Well, we find ourselves on the brink of our final selection for tonight, which I'm sure everybody would like to go home at some point. However, I do want to make sure that I recognize regarding to this piece. We started a tradition here, or I started a tradition here back this last year, which is my first year at Conley, this being my second year, and that is a senior piece, which is a piece that the seniors get to pick. It can be something they've played before, it can be something they've never played. So they kind of create a short list, and they have a discussion, and they decide ultimately on one piece. And they decided on this final selection, Spain, written by the late great jazz genius, Mr. Chick Corea, who passed away just a few years ago. This selection here is going to send you dancing out of here tonight. It's got all kinds of gorgeous sounds. It's got sections that are going to make you want to clap. If you see us clapping, if you decide you want to clap, go for it. But they chose this piece. I do want to recognize, before I recognize the seniors, one particular person who joined our band this last year with no experience whatsoever and has become a very vital part of this band. And I was very saddened when I heard that he and his family are going to be moving this summer out of the country, actually. And incidentally, they're moving to Spain. Ethan Red in the percussion section started from scratch last year and has become an equal back there, and really stepping up and growing into what he's become. And in addition to that, just being kind of turning my verb, adjective into a noun. He's one of my reliables, and I have plenty of those in this band, which is great. But we're excited for him. We're also very sad we're going to miss him. We know he'll stay in touch with us and share with us his ongoing adventures. Of course, I wish he and his family all the best moving forward. And this piece is for our seniors. So if we could just for a moment recognize all the seniors on the stage. Would you please stand? I think it warrants recognizing each of you. Ashley Cox on the tuba. Adam Updike on tuba.
I'm very autistic.
Oh, thank you. Destiny Quintero Calvillo on flute. Nicole Hernandez Francisco on clarinet. As you can see by that stoic look, she's a quiet killer. Really? She's a monster musician too. On the clarinet and saxophone and doing so many things to help this group as a true leader in this ensemble. On the clarinet, Noah Perry. Because I didn't plan it. Okay. Back in the percussion section, the ever outgoing and energetic and super duper all about music as much as possible, and just living this person's life through music. And the percussion section, Jan Morales is here. And then this person,
Hi, this person.
our drum major for the last 2 years, an absolutely phenomenal musician, and just earlier today, recipient of the highest award that you can achieve in high school band, the John Philip Sousa Award for Excellence in Music, on saxophone, Avery Vance. I'm really glad we have some outstanding younger musicians in this band because we're losing some good ones. It's always hard. At the beginning of each year, it's unique because each group is different. Each year, you have your different strengths and weaknesses and how to build on and find your identity as a band. Thank you, seniors. Except for you. But it's always hard at the end of the year because then we have to say goodbye. And it gets a little harder every year because each year here at Conley, I spend more and more time with these students. After this long journey together and putting up with me all this time, the final thank you that I want to give tonight is to our students because my expectations are so high. I am so picky with my students. Even today in our final rehearsal, run through some things with the students, and they know my heart, and they know I just want them to be the best version of themselves that they can be, not just as musicians, but as people, and they rise to the occasion every time. I do want to put just a very quick feeler out there for everyone about our end of the year band cookout that is happening a week from Friday, May 30th. There's a sign up that's been emailed to all the students, parents. If you haven't seen it, the students have the email. And we want to make sure we know how many people who plan to come from their immediate household to join us for a final night of fellowship. And the only other information that you need at this point, other than the final selection, is the graduation band. We should call it the Graduation Music Ensemble this year because the band and the orchestra will be combining for graduation this year. And graduation being on Friday, June the 6th, we are required now by the county. They decided to mandate graduation practice for everyone on June the 3rd, Tuesday, June the 3rd. Again, it was sent to the students, but if you have any questions, just email me. But it's 6 o'clock, and we'll give details as far as what time to get there. And there's some important details, such as the students cannot have cell phones in the building. That's one of the big rules for graduation. Don't ask me why, because I've been talking too long anyway. All right? If you want to know it, email me, and I'll explain it later. But I want to make sure to get that forward information out. If anybody has any further questions about band regarding over the summer or our upcoming marching season, at any point, you can contact me. So for this final selection, it does feature Avery Vance on alto saxophone. I think I'm going to turn this off because I don't want it to sizzle. So this is our senior piece, final selection for the night. I want to thank everybody again for your ongoing support of this day program and these awesome students. I love you all, students. It's been a great year, and thank you. Thank you, students. So final selection by Chick Corea, Spain. Thank you so much. Drive safely.